Hello, good evening, sir. It's frozen. Can you hear me? I think, is it your network? Okay. Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening,
Good
ma.
evening,
Good
ma.
afternoon. Good everyone.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Good evening. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It just showed me that you are blank and I couldn't see you again. So I'm trying to, I think, El Nino, are you there? Can you post it? I was trying to post it and it kept logging me out. So I don't want to leave it. So can you hear me now? Is your network okay? Your network is okay? Yeah. Maybe I can watch my screen now. The effect. Just let me hold on a little bit for more people because everybody thought we are coming to Facebook.
Yes.
I think they don't check. They don't check the details. They check all the details of the flyer.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's fluctuating. It's, yeah, it's like your network is a little is wobbling, like going off and on. Can you hear me? I am good here because it's clear, but I'm just waiting for you. Your network is bad. Yes. His network is, yes. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Please let me share. So many people didn't know we are on YouTube. They thought we are on Facebook. So they're probably waiting on Facebook. And the moment I tried to go on Facebook, it kept logging me out. So please let me uh-oh, the guest left again. I think his network is bad. Today that we got him, I don't want to talk. His network is it will keep coming in anyway. At least it's able to come in today. Uh-huh. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. I can see people. Okay. Yes, my own is good. His own is wobbling, is like going this way, that way. Can you see me? Can you hear me, Pastor? But we can't hear you. It's like you're muted. Maybe you should remove the earpiece. Did you mute it? Ishukpofu. And I didn't mute mine either. You want to increase the volume, sir? Mine is on the highest volume. Uh-huh. He left again. I think his network is bad. Uh-huh. You're back now. Uh-huh.
All right, can you hear me now?
Clearly, clearly. It's better now.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. This is Oluwabi or Abid Busi, depending on which page you're watching from. And tonight, I don't want to go too much into detail so that we don't lose him because it's like his network is fluctuating. So our topic for tonight is wobbling. But people, please, in case anytime you are commenting, let me know your name. Let's know your name so that we can know who is talking. Because most people are using maybe like nicknames, alias, or something. So we are not really getting their name. Like Ikoli, I know who she is. I know Anna Denola. So maybe I can relate. I know who. But the other ones, try to put your name so that we will know who exactly is chatting with us. Please let me share because we are not many. You have to share for me because each time I put share, it's locking me. I mean, logging me off. So, and I don't want to log off. Please, and I don't want us to waste time either. Please let's do everything on time. Yes, thank you. Tell me, to get so many people on. So when I am on, he will mute his phone, and when he is on, I will mute my own phone also, so that we won't have background noises, right? Thank you so very much, everyone. So Pastor, you are so very welcome. Thank you, thank you. God bless you. Thanks for joining tonight. And we are really sorry for last week for what happened. It wasn't your fault, neither was it mine. Also, it was beyond us. So, but at least we are able to come up today. Thank you, sir. So, they said keeping a home. I can say, let me ask you in this question, what can we call a home, and where can we call a home? Can you hear me, sir?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello.
Hello, I muted my phone. Anytime I'm talking, I mean, you're talking, I will mute so that I won't interfere with your network.
All right. Can you hear me now? Yeah, good evening, everyone over there. I welcome you to this edition in the name of the Lord. And I'm believing, God, that the grace of the Lord will minister to each and every one of us. Anywhere you are listening to me, I believe the word of the Lord will reach out to each and every one by the grace of God. Uh, According to the question that you asked, talking about home and then what is home all about? I like everyone to know that tonight, or anyhow you are to see what we're to talk about tonight, is all about a family. It's all about the bond that we are to enjoy. In any way, we see that God brings us together, whereby we have a father, a mother, and the children. Uh, I like to speak also in Yoruba. Ilé níbi tí a mọ̀ síbi tí bàbá, ìyá, ọmọ, àwọn tí ó ní ẹ̀mí kan ṣoṣo pẹ̀lú ẹ̀mí ìṣọ̀kan tí a fi èdìdì dìpọ̀ láti ní ìgbìyànjú kan náà àti láti ní àfojúsùn kan náà. Àwọn tí a lè mọ̀ tí ilé túmọ̀ sí òní eléyìí.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. So, àwọn wo ló wá ń gbé nílé? Irú àwọn wo ló máa ń gbé ní ilé? Àwọn wo ló ń kójọpọ̀ yẹn sójú kan yẹn? Àwọn wo ni?
I like to quote the Bible passage in the book of Genesis. I like to read the book of Genesis 2:15. That will be my case study for tonight's teaching. According to the book of Genesis chapter 2, verse number 16, if you read, the Bible said, and the Lord God himself, the initial time when God created man, from the beginning, God told them in the Garden of Eden. That was the leading and that was the command that God gave them. He said, we are to dress and to keep it. That is the mandate that God gives everybody, as a man, as a woman. And then you are asking the question, who are the people that lives in the house? I've already said it, and then I'm going to repeat it. A father, a mother, children, parents, siblings, and everyone that you're having a bond and relationship with. In the name of having one vision, one drive, one mandate, and all that. Those are the people that we can say builds a home.
Okay, sir. I understand you. So when we're talking about that, that means we are talking about both the extended and the nuclear. So, but today we are trying to um, talk about keeping a home. So, is it possible to keep one home with all these people combined together that comprises of a home? Is it possible to keep everybody together, like under one roof?
Thank you so much. I will start with the God factor in everywhere you find yourself. Now, there's a possible, every possible means for you to keep a home. The moment God is the foundation of that place, everything is possible. And then when God is the factor, when God is the number one, that gives birth to love in that family. The bond will be there, the relationship will be there, because God Himself is love. And when God dwells there, it is possible to bind everyone together. And where God is, there will be love. And where love is, there will be forgiveness. It doesn't matter what happens. And then where God is, there will be leading that to make everybody to feel important in that home. Because everybody will have the leading of God to do whatever he or she do or does in the house or the home for the place to be conducive for each and everyone.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Um, okay. Let's look at it in today's um, issues. Is it possible to keep all these people? I know in the olden days we do that even
More
More
volume,
volume,
please.
please. Yeah, I didn't mute it. Can you hear me? Okay. So, okay. You can hear me now, right? Yes, okay. So, what I was just trying to say, I said in the olden days, I know when I was growing up, we used to see people, so many people living in one home. But nowadays, is it that still possible to keep all these kind of people under the same roof? Then, as I said, probably, let me say, there was not there was civilization, but not as exposed as today. And is it possible to keep all these people together today? And will there be tolerance? Will they be able to tolerate themselves?
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Yes, sir.
I would like
I
to
would like to
define
define
the
the
concept of the
concept of
word
the
that we
word
are
that we
talking
are
about
talking about
tonight.
tonight.
Now,
Now, number
one,
one, we have
we have
keeping,
keeping,
and number
and
two, we
number
have
two, we
home.
have home.
Now,
Now,
many
many
people
people
building
building
now,
now,
they
they
forgot
forgot
the
the
concept
concept and
and
ideology
ideology
and
and
definition
definition
of
of
what
what
keeping
keeping
and
and
home
home
is all
is all
about.
about.
Now,
Now,
when we talk
when we
about
talk about
keeping,
keeping,
keeping is
keeping
like
is like
taking
taking
action
action
of
of
holding
holding
something,
something,
holding
holding
it,
it,
to
to
maintain
maintain
it,
it,
to
to
protect it,
protect it,
to
to
manage it,
manage it,
to
to
monitor
monitor
it,
it,
and
and
also to
also to
care.
care.
Now, can
Now,
I
can
add
I
this
add
two
this two
more?
more?
To
To
take
take
charge
charge
and
and
guardian of
guardian
that
of that
particular thing
particular
or,
thing
or
or
person.
person.
Now,
Now,
number two,
number
when we
two,
come
when we
to
come to
home,
home,
many of
many
us, we
of
are
us
not
we are
building
not
home
building
today,
home
we are
today. We are
building
building
house.
house.
Now, when
Now,
we
when we
talk
talk
about
about
home,
home,
home is a
home is a
place
place
whereby you
whereby you
find
find
a
a
kind of
kind of
succor.
succor.
Now,
Now,
where you
where
feel
you feel
love.
love.
Now, when you
Now,
talk
when you talk
about
about
home,
home,
home is a
home is a
creator,
creator,
while
while
house
house
a
is a
structure.
structure.
Now,
People
people
today,
today, they
they
believe
believe
that
that
when I talk about home, it is not all
home is the family that
family that
is
is living
living
in the
in the
house.
house. The
The
moment you have
moment
a
you have a
sense of
sense of
belonging,
belonging,
that
that
you
you
have the
have the
responsibility,
responsibility.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
if
if
you're
you're
a
a
child
child
of
of
God,
God,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
if
if
you're
you're
a
a Christian,
Muslim,
Muslim, or whatever. where you belong or any ward you belong. The responsibility of everyone in the family that comprises of a home in a house is to what? Is to know that the concept of home is where we care for one another. Inability to remember this will make the whole so-called home or house to be in disarray. But if you have this definition of what keeping a home is all about, that is the responsibility of every man. It should be everyone. What I believe that the success of this home, keeping the responsibility of a man, is not the responsibility of the woman. The more understands.
I could hear. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Your network is ah. Àwọn people yìí lálẹ́. Can you hear me now? Okay. Your network is really bad. We can hardly hear you. And then there was an echo coming from your end.
I can hear you clearly.
You want to turn around? Maybe you want to change position? Would you like to do that? Maybe it will be better that way. It's like, let's try this way because it's still okay now. Thank you, sir. Okay, now, so now compared with before, are homes what they are supposed to be? That is the exact question I was supposed to have asked yourself. Are homes are this what they are supposed to be nowadays?
Who am I supposed to be? Can you repeat that question, please?
Okay, I said are homes what they are supposed to be in life of today? You know, as if we look today, if you look out today and see homes, um, what we have presently, are they what they are supposed to be? Are they in line with what God really wanted and how it's supposed to be?
All right. So much.
Yes, sir.
Now what we see and by the reason that ordained when now because of civilization and so many. Why? Because we forgot the. Hello.
I didn't hear anything. I think it's worse this way. I don't even know.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Bad was. Okay. It keeps going on and off. Okay, just be careful.
Hello?
Hello, hello. We're hearing
Hello?
you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear
I think
you.
this is better now. This is better now. So I
All
start
right. All
waiting for your
right.
response.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to answer the question again? You want me to repeat the question?
All right. Can
All
you
right.
please
Can you
come
please
again?
come again? Okay, sir. I said, if we look out today, comparing the homes with what it used to be, are they what they are supposed to be originally?
All right.
All right.
The
The
present
present
need
need
and then the
and then
home
the
that we are
home that we
looking
are
at
looking
now,
at now,
that is not
that
the
is
plan
not the
of
plan
God
of God
from
from
inception.
inception.
By the
By
reason
the
of the
reason of the
technology,
technology,
civilization, and
civilization,
all
and
that,
all that,
the
the
state of the
state of the
home
home
now is
now is
dying
dying
gradually.
gradually.
And there are so
And there
many
are so many
factors that you
factors
can
that you
see
can see
into
leading
all
to
this.
all this.
Why? The way
Why the
we
way
grow
we
our
grow our
children,
children,
the way we
the
grow
way
our
we grow our
children,
children,
the
the
liberty, the
liberty, the
freedom of
freedom of
nowadays is
nowadays
not
is
what
not
you
what you
experienced in the
experienced in
past.
the past.
And then
And
the
then
rate
the
in
rate
which
in which
people
people
deviate from
deviate
the
from
path
the
of
path
God
of God
that holds
that
the
holds the
manual of
manual
every
of
life
every life
whenever you
whenever you
consult
consult
me.
Him.
It gives
It
you the
gives you the
manual of how
manual
you
of
have to
how you
run
have to
your
run your
life.
life.
People are
People are
deviating from the
deviating from
path
the
of
path
God.
of God.
So the
So the
state of
state
the
of the
home now
home
is
now is
not
not
what God
what
is
God is
having
having
in
in
mind when
mind
God
when
was
God was
creating.
creating.
Hello, ma.
Hello, ma. Yeah, I said you should go ahead as the Spirit leads.
All right. So by the reason of what we're saying now, we're talking basically the
Well,
reason why
basically, the
this program
reason
is
why
coming. We discover the
the
rates
rates
in which
in which
homes are
homes
going
are
down
going
day by
down day
day.
by day.
Separation,
Separation,
issues in the
issues in the
house,
house, the
division,
vision,
and all
and
that.
all that.
Divorce, the rate
Divorce, the
of
rate of
divorce
divorce
is
is
becoming something
becoming
else, and
something
is
else and is
alarming.
alarming.
That is
That
not the
is
plan
not
of
the
God.
plan of
And
God.
take
And
note of
take
this.
note of this.
The
The
moment
moment
homes, the
homes, the
moment
moment
homes
homes
not in
not in
order,
order,
our
our
world will
world
be
will
in
be
pain.
in pain.
Our world
Our
will be
world will
in
be
mess.
in mess.
Even the
Even the
church
church
will not
will
be in
not be
order.
in order.
Anywhere you
Anywhere
find
you find
yourself
yourself
will not
will
be
not
in
be
order.
in order.
So the
So the
moment people
moment people
know
know
the
the
reason
reason
for their
for their
existence,
defense,
that
that
whatever that
whatever
God
that God
commits in
commits
your
in your
hand,
hand,
or
or
whatever that is
whatever that
under
is
your
under your
care,
care,
you are to
you are to
manage,
manage,
you are to
you are to
monitor,
monitor,
you are to
you are
take
to
good
take
care of
good
you,
care of you,
you are to
you are to
take
take
ownership,
ownership,
you are to
you are
take
to take
responsibility,
responsibility,
and then you
and
are to
then
guide. I'm so sure that everything will be in order. The moment you know the right thing to do, and then you know your own obligations, the moment you follow it, everything will be in place. And you know, like I told you, home is different from house. When you talk about house, according to my write up and according to my research, when you talk about house, it's just ordinary structure. That's why you see some people, the moment they go to a place, anywhere they find themselves, They said, oh, I feel at home here. I feel bonded. I feel love here. It's not only where you are in your family that you feel at home. It's the family that you find yourself, the so-called place that you call home, that there is no love, that there is no kindness, there is no acceptance, there is no approval. You can't enjoy yourself there. But anywhere you find the love, some people find love where you can see that is not their family. Say, I feel at home, because that is the place they belong. And that is not the plan of God for every man. God wants you anywhere you find yourself, that you call yourself a father or a mother, or you're a parent, or you are children, or whatsoever you find yourself to be. God wants us to be in order. The orderliness is what we are to bring back to every home today, to bring down the level of the divorce, to bring down the level of this separation. You see on social media, or couples, this one fighting each other. This is because where they dwell is not home. If you know the definition of home that you are building, you will know in that home there will be tolerance. You will know in that home there will be transparency. You will know in that home there will be acceptance. You will know in that home there will be forgiveness. You will know in that home there will be bond. You will know in that home there will be love. You will know in that home there will be forgiveness and all that. The moment you have all this in place, and then the concept of anybody coming to home, or you are in the home that you cannot offend each other, is a lie. You forgive me before I offend you. That is the mandate. Out of every perfect vessel, there are imperfect virtues. The moment you have that concept inside of you, that anything can happen, then you see yourself that, okay, I'm in this place. You are not coming to be a perfect or general overseer or to be in charge of anything. Then when you come there, you what? You humble yourself. It doesn't matter if you are richer than me. If you We're not talking about age, we're not talking about what you carry. We're talking about total submission. And then if you read the book of Genesis, when God gave the man that was in charge in the Garden of Eden, that is the picture of every marriage. And that was where God instituted the union that we're talking about, that we're to call home. God gave in a man this place and keep it. That keeping is what we are missing today. The moment you know what it's all about, I'm so sure that everywhere will be in order. Even if devil tries, because there's another spiritual force right from the beginning that says no marriage will stand, no home will be home. Devil wants every so-called home that God ordained to be house. You can easily scatter the structure that is house, but anywhere love binds together, anywhere love dwells, anywhere there's unity, it will be difficult for you to separate. Even if there are no more. If a particular party is no more, when the love is still there, you can't scatter that family. You can't scatter that home. That is just the basic truth and fact. So the moment you know that God wants home, not house from every man. If you're a man, you are launching yourself into the union called marriage. If you're a woman, you are launching yourself into it. You have to know. He said, who will build a house that will not what? Count the cost. Many of us will launch into that without counting the cost. We miss the moment you run it that way, you miss it. That is just the fact. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Um, let me just say, would you say it's really maybe technology or maybe civilization or pride or can you hear me, sir?
I barely
I
hear
barely
what
hear
you're
what you're
saying.
saying.
Oh, this is an IS. Can you hear me this way? Can Can you hear now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I said, should we say technology has contributed to all these issues and civilization, or should we say pride, or as you said love, and above all is love? Okay, if we say love, how about technologies? How about the civilization, as I said? So are they also part of the contribution to why the home is in disarray like this? And then if they are, what do you think we can do because it's getting out of hand? Is there still remedy? So what are the remedies?
Thank you so much.
Let me first talk
Let me
about
first talk about
technology.
technology. Now, we cannot separate technology from the present age and world. Whatever that we see now, even everything that God created, we have the merit and demerit for all. The technology has its own good part to take good care of the family, to shape the family. It depends on your approach to the world. It's all about your approach. And then you have to build yourself. That was why God told that man, you have to put your house in order, put your home in order. Now, I attended a class last week, a meeting of my daughter. They called for a PTA meeting, and then something occurred there. They said some of the children belongs to a WhatsApp group in their class. And some people said, why will you give them access to WhatsApp? They said, okay, now they must do some assignments online, which you cannot but give them access to. Now, by so doing that, they might have access to some other places. But all you have to do, the moment the foundation is secured, according to the book of Psalms 11:3, he said, when the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? The moment you miss it from your foundation, you miss it. Now, the moment you miss it from the very beginning, it will be difficult for it to take shape. Now, we can't separate technology. Civilization come on its own, and then we are walking in that world. Even part of the things that civilization is doing and technology is doing now is opening our eyes to so many things that can even shape in us. But it's all about the way we manage them. Now, there are things you can do. Like I said, the moment God is in place in your life, in your home, either you are Muslim, either you are Christian, the moment the fear of God is in you, if you teach your children, okay, whatever you see in your world, this is what God is saying. A good child, you are not to involve in this. That's why the Bible told us in that Proverbs 2, it said, train up your child in the way he should go. You cannot separate them because technology too is part of what is guaranteeing fulfillment in our present age. Now, giving those children speed in their own area of specialization and all that boost their memory even more and more for we to be proud of them. So what we can do, the moment God is in place, I will still God factor. The moment God is in charge, it will shape in your life, it will shape in the home, it will shape in the family. Not that things will not come, definitely issues will come. From left nor right, we are bound to make mistakes. So many things will come. But the moment you are well groomed, you are well nurtured, when the fear of God is there, when the word of God dwells in a man, it will be difficult. Even Jesus, devil came to tempt him. But what was inside of him in their world then? That was what helped him. He said, I've decided not to do this. In the time of Joseph, when Joseph was there, it takes the grace of God for him not to spoil the name of his family at that particular location. But there was something inside of him that says, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. If I do this, I miss it. So we build all those things into the life of our children, our family, even wife to husband, husband, wife, father, children, children, father, mother, and all that. And we see when we go to a world, this bless our world, and then they see that they can project these ones to be a good ambassador of the home that they represent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So now, as we all know, as things are these days. So, what do you think as the head of the home? I'm talking about the father right now. What do you think his duties or his responsibilities to be?
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
thank you.
You asked about the responsibility or
Or
duties of a
duties of
father
a
that is the
father
head
that
of
is
the
the head
home.
of the home. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Number one
Number one
responsibility of a
responsibility of a
father,
father,
according
according
to
to
the word
the
of
word
God,
of God,
we're to
we're to
love.
love.
I've been able
I've
to
been
talk
able to
about
talk
God
about
factor
God
when the
factor when the
father is in
father is in
charge.
charge.
The father
The
that God
father that
placed
God
there,
placed there,
when you know
when you
God,
know God,
not a
not a
father that when
father that when
you come
you
with a
come with
beer,
a beer,
my boy,
my
please,
boy, please,
you take
you take
my
my
daughter, you
daughter,
to
you
smoke
to smoke
small.
small.
A
A
father that is
father
a
that is a
model,
model.
a
A
father that can
father that can
father the
father the
family,
family.
a
A
father that
father
has a
that has a
feather
feather
that
that
everybody can
everybody
lean
can
on
lean on
and they
and
begin
they
to
begin
fly
to fly
together.
together.
Now,
Now,
love is
love is
paramount
paramount.
from a father that is responsible that wants to build a home. Unity, that builds unity, that builds bond. Because love will not allow you to see some things like error. And then love will bring out your own error to you and show you the error of others. The moment you see both, you know that you yourself too, you are not perfect. Now, another one is generosity. I wrote in my diary to be given. You give yourself your time, your love, your attention, and everything. You can give money and not give attention. You can give attention and not give money, but you are to give all. Proverbs 31:26. So another one is what? Another one is taking responsibility. Taking responsibility. If you are not available, let it be known that you are not available. And then you have self-control, good character, and attitude. Respect and be of good, be of help. If you read Matthew, that no Genesis, if you read Genesis 2:18, it said he created them to be helpmeets, not we were not meant to help each other. You have that drive to be of help to your family, and then be a father that takes your family to God and show them the path of God.
Thank you so much. If we look at nowadays, as you just quoted now, that we're supposed to be helpmates, not slaves, not any other thing. But are the men seeing the women like that? Are they not seeing them like contemporaries, like running mates, like they're in a race? Especially when it comes to the issue of provision and responsibilities in the house. You know, solely most of the responsibility rests on the woman, even if the man is the provider. But in many homes, what's really makes brings issues to the homes these days is the issue of responsibilities and provisions, which is supposed to be coming from who? Is it supposed to be from solely from the father? Because they said in the Bible that a man who could not provide for his family is worse than an infidel. So, what do you have to say about that? And we know what is going on around the world, sir. Thank you, sir.
God it to the man, because all that happens during the time of Abraham, in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, and all that. Number one person that God blamed was man. Now, the conception of the responsibility lies on man. If it's a woman that is projecting that to a man, that woman has already failed. Now, the responsibility belongs to everybody. That's where we miss it. Now, like I said from the beginning, if everyone take responsibility that this home will not crash, this home will not go, all that it takes for you to contribute or to be contributing to that home not to scatter, you will play your own part, you play your own role. Like I said, the definition of keeping for anybody that is ready or in this deal is all about taking action. Action of owing something. Owing, holding, protecting, maintaining, keeping, managing, monitoring, care, take charge, and guardianship and mentorship. The moment you have that, it will work. And when there is understanding, where there is understanding, understanding matters in this particular situation. The moment you understand each other. Now, let's take for instance now, you might not have a wife that can wash well. You might have a man that can. Maybe there are some women, they are phlegmatic. And then you're kind of person, you are a melancholy, and then you just manage yourself. If the woman cannot understand you, there will be problem. Let's say there are houses now that men can even cook more than women. If you have the understanding, if you look at it, it's the women that are supposed to be going to kitchen and cook. But we have men that can cook more than the women. And if the man says, okay, don't worry, oh, my wife, don't worry, I'll be cooking. The moment you understand each other and you don't allow third party in your home, you will drive it well. Nowhere that you will go that you will see a balanced and perfect home. We can live together is a matter of understanding. God can bless you more than me. God can bless me more than you. The moment the understanding is intact, the home will be in order.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Okay, now this brings me to another question. In the aspect of, okay, a man providing and taking charge and stuff like that. Now, as I said, with what is going on around the world, maybe the woman is the superwoman that is the one doing all these things. On the other hand, men can like empower their wives, like, okay, my wife, um maybe it's business you want to do, you want to start a business, let me fund you, let me do this, let me do that, you know and it's in two ways. Some women, when you establish them, they use the resources to honor the home and the man. And some, when you establish them, the moment they start rising up, they raise their shoulders with it, and then they become something else in the house. So, in this question that I want to ask, do you think a man should allow the wife to work, or should a man, or can a man empower the wife? Because, as I said, some women, when you empower them, they become something else. And some, when you empower them, they calm down. They use the substance to even help home. And I believe when the husband is down, as we call ourselves helpmeets, when the man is down, as you have, I mean, even if you're not the one that established the woman, as the woman too has, she's supposed to support. There shouldn't be any loophole. But in the aspect of the woman raising her shoulder and competing with the man, trying to get even more than the man. So nowadays, men are finding it difficult to, you know, support their women's visions and stuff like that. Do you think a man shouldn't look at that negative side? He should just go ahead and empower the wife, like maybe opening a business for them. I mean, supporting them to go further in their education, even to the level of maybe getting higher certificates more than the man. Do you think it is appropriate for a man to support the woman's dream in such way? Or do you think the man should just keep his cool and maintain the leadership if he doesn't want high blood pressure?
That's an amazing to start with this. I would like to start with a prayer that anytime we are to choose, may God give each and every one of us the bone of our bone. Yeah, the moment, may God give every one of us the bone of our bone. The moment to marry your right person, man. Though there will be challenges and issues, there will be shakings and hurdles, there will be, but come what may, the counsel of God must stand. The moment to marry your own, at least you've been able to win the battle of home like 70 or 60%. Now, let me now come to the issue of supporting dreams and all that. The men that are supporting dreams, they must have seen some kind of traits in their wives. That's okay, this one, though you cannot define a man when he or she has not gotten to a particular seat or level in life. Every man has the tendency to pull up shock and absorb us out of his or her system. And then that's why Yoruba money, you can't define anybody. Tó máa dá láti Friday, you begin to see a signal. It's only if you are blind physically, if only if you are blind spiritually, it's only if you are blind psychologically. Kò sí kí àwọn àmì kọ̀ọ̀kan máa wà. Ipò ọmọ yíyá eléyìí máa ṣe léyìí, eléyìí máa ṣe léyìí. That's why many men out there, they try not to support. But at the same time, either you support or not, either you push it or not, the moment you are a child of God, if it's God that orchestrated that drive, you will always win that particular battle. Now, talking about the women that you invested in them, at the end of the day, they change. Nature can make somebody change. Some factors can make some people change. And there are things that can happen in marriage that can make some people change. Hello, Shem Gomi? Yes, there are things that can bring all about these changes that we're talking about. The moment you don't see transparency anymore, the Bible says both of them were naked and they were not ashamed. That was the initial drive in marriage. To a particular junction, when they begin to see some things, jẹ́ kí n gba nǹkan tí màá gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹni, mi mọ̀ bó ṣe máa ṣe mí lọ́la, jẹ́ ń lọ dọ́gbọ́n máa lọ fowó mi kọ́lé, bí mo ṣe ń gbà lọ yìí, ó lè lọ bímọ kan, kó lè má ní pé òun rántí mi, ṣé tòun ò ní já sásán báyìí, ṣáyé òun ò ní ṣe báyìí. Those are the things that people have inside of them. The moment they are not feeling that kind of security, the bond, the cuddling, and all that in marriage, they begin to break the laws and the rules of their union. That's why unity is very, very paramount. Transparency and all that is very, very paramount. So yẹ kí a máa drive nínú ilé tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. And listen, I will say this. To every action, there must be a reaction. Every action will definitely give back to a reaction. Now, when you see àwọn tó ń ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹbí wọn ní agbẹ́jọ́ ẹnìkan dá àgbà òṣìkà ni. Obìnrin tó ṣe 419 fọkùnrin ẹ béèrè. Ọkùnrin tó ṣe hit and run fóbìnrin ẹ béèrè. Èyí tó dẹ̀ ní dúró sínú ilé má jáde má tajà ẹ béèrè. èyí tó fún lówó ní first time tí ò fún lówó mọ́ ẹ béèrè. Now, there was somebody that told me, no time I give my wife money for business or invested in her or established her. Mi ò rí nǹkankan. So there are people like that. And like I said, we are not to underestimate spiritual forces in marriage. Anywhere devil sees, ipò máa dá, èṣù máa ń fẹ́ ba ibẹ̀ jẹ́. And then anywhere ló lè gbà wọlé. Like I said, Ọlọ́run láti ilẹ̀ á jẹ́ kí oníkálukú kó jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló fẹ́. Rẹ̀ náà ti yọ Ọlọ́run ti configure ẹ̀ láti ọ̀run. Tó bá jẹ́ egungun ẹ̀ ló wà ńbẹ̀ kò ní ro ẹ́. Egungun elégungun. Mama mommy mi, my grandmother, she used to pray. Ayé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó gbégun eléegun. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ egun eléegun náà gbé. Egun is not customized into their system. The software and the application of that egungun is not there. The egungun is not carrying the same marrow. Ó dàbí àwọn tó gbẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ sára ni. Àwọn ìgbà kan wà wá máa kan sick naturally. That's just the basic truth and fact about marriage. But the moment it's your home, kò sí bó bá ṣe lọ tó gbúrúrú, mama, ó máa calm down. Oh my, calm down. Oh my, calm down. Ilé tọ́lọ́ ń bá wà tó bá jọ́lọ́ ní foundation. Ọmọ GTB bank ní ó lówó ó máa fi owó yẹn gbé mi lọ ṣègbà ṣàwo. If that is not your mindset when you are coming, you will definitely win. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tó ń fa ni pé àwọn tó owó ọkùnrin lóbìnrin míì jókòó tì. Owó obìnrin lọkùnrin míì jókòó tì. Ànígbà tó Ọlọ́run ṣètò ilé, Ọlọ́run ò fi owó sínú ẹ̀. Ìfẹ́ ló fi síbẹ̀. Ó ní ẹ lọ máa bí sí kẹ́ ẹ máa rẹ̀ sí. Ọkọ fẹ́ràn ìwọ submit. Méjèèjì yẹn tó bá ti wà intact. Tó ní kálukú ń ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe, màmá ilé máa tò. Èṣù lè gbógun o, ọ̀tá lè sa ipá o, ilé máa tò. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. In the aspect of submission, right? Let me say a man established a woman. Should the man be expecting returns from the woman? Like èmi mo ṣá dá ẹ lókòwò, at least maybe ibi tí mo bá dé yìí náà ló ń jóun. You should, like from now on or from now henceforth, you should take over some, responsibilities and stuff like that. Let me cite an example, like people coming abroad, especially if it was the man that sponsored the whole journey and everything. And on getting here, I've seen issues, when the man will now say, Afewa Loyinbo, we are here already, so you should start working. Baby, I didn't want to come. You insisted because you didn't want me to stay back home. You wanted me around because of the children and stuff like that. Now we are here. I'm not working in the snow, and the man decided to cross legs and be pressing remote. So this woman had to be doing 3 jobs until she lost her life. You understand what I'm saying? So now we have men, so many men like that are doing that. So do you think a woman should submit to the level of, you are the one that established me, so I should be able to be giving you the returns, or I should start taking up all your responsibilities because you want to load me local? What do you think, sir?
Thank you, man. Let me just say this. Any man that established a woman, that means God will probably bless that man more than the woman. Or well, or soke or whatever. Now, it's not that if a man establishes a woman, what every man that is with his senses will be expecting is accountability. Some women, they are not transparent and they are not accountable. Ma, if you are a man and then you establish to your wife, okay, at the end of the month, if you see a woman coming to you telling you that, my dear, okay, 10 naira tia shenio sei or tia launch lo shui will be able to generate the profit of like 2 naira, 3 naira. But this 2 naira, probably you have a joint account. Mo push sibe. Jekele dabi capital. Jeka ma fi rone lo. Mama kò sí ọkùnrin tí mi ò ní dùn. Sorry to say this, I'm not talking against any woman here. Some women, they are extravagant. Now, the goal, the wristwatch, the extravagant life that a man cannot live. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ dem gbogbo ayé. Ó fẹ́ ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ dem lórí capital. Ìwọ ló lọ ilé, ìwọ ló lọ tọ̀hún. Now, gbogbo aṣọ ló fẹ́ rà. There are things you deny. It is called self-discipline. Mama, no man that ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí brain box orí ẹ̀ ò tí ì jó that will not like pé kí ìyàwó tó ń fẹ́ sílé náà one way or the other tí 2 naira bá wọlé bí little drops make an ocean and the benefit is for both of us, not only you. Ìyàwó mi tí mo establish náà mo lè má máa retí pé kó wá rọṣẹ kó wá raṣọ kó wá ralé but accountable to me. Ẹnìkan sọ fọ́kọ ó establish ẹ ìgbà tó máa return owó yẹn ò tó èló ló fún mi náà èló ló fún mi téèyàn ò fún yàn rí okay owó tí mo fún ẹ yìí owó yẹn dà owó yẹn ti disappear. Màmá kò sí ọkùnrin tí inú ẹ̀ máa dùn sí yẹn. Ọkùnrin tó bá expect nǹkan náà wá èló ló fẹ́ mú wá èyí tó bá mú wá okay bóyá mo wá gbọ́ pé okay 2 naira ní profit 2 naira profit yẹn mo ra toothpaste 1 naira mo ra indomie 1 naira sínú ilé 10 naira capital wá ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ okay nínú capital yẹn nínú interest yẹn mo save 1 naira mà kò sọ́kùnrin tó máa gbọ́rù nǹkan báyìí tí náà ní dùn. Obìnrin àwọn ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbé ayé tó jẹ́ pé àwọn obìnrin náwó ju ọkùnrin lọ. But it's a good thing and it's for our glory too. When you see your wife that loves you, that you love, doing well, prospering and being prosperous, it is your glory. So ọkùnrin tó bá ń retí ẹ̀, I'm talking about ọkùnrin tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe o. Is accountability ló máa wá. Kì í ṣe pé owó yẹn tún dá padà wá fún mi kí n kó àpò mi. Ọlọ́run á ràn gbogbo wa lọ́wọ́ o.
Amen. I would say individual differences, like what you like, I might not like it. What you're doing, I might not be doing it. I know mostly you're talking from maybe experience and the way you want it to be. Okay. I have seen instances tọkùnrin yẹn establish ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé he started feeling insecure because maybe he never believed God will bless the woman that much because a máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé o dẹ̀ sure pé ọjà yìí náà ló dẹ̀ ń tà. You understand what I'm saying? So ló fi ń make owó tó tó yìí ọjà yìí náà ló dẹ̀ ń tà. Then before you know it, he started thinking otherwise, like maybe I shouldn't have established her, maybe I should have been the one to do this business. And then the moment the woman started seeing it, like the man was feeling threatened and asking questions and causing issues, okay, today I will lock your door, like locking the store, tomorrow creating issues. Then the woman stopped telling him how much she was making. So she started saying, kò sọ́jà kan yí mọ́ náà ni. So, like God, the way God blesses people, oh yato siramu. You might stand here and be selling water. Another person might stand here and be selling bottled water while you are selling pure water. And the water will enter pure water. And God can make it such a way to jẹ́ pé ọjà ẹ máa tà ju tó ní bottled water lọ. You understand? But in this world of today, the moment you start progressing extraordinarily, people attach some importance to it. Like they start thinking otherwise and talking in some ways. Ipe, like maybe they're underestimating God in that person's life, thinking that Shola only blessed that much. She ọjà iná kọlá jọ́ntà ni, is it not the same thing and this thing like that? So in that aspect, I am not um hiding at anybody's back, or maybe I'm just trying to make some women think it is appropriate or they should do it that way. So in such ways, do you think it is not normal for the woman, it is not ideal for the woman to start hiding her profits? Maybe, when you see that the man is now feeling threatened. I have seen some instances, even there was even one on the TV, on the internet, that the man had to go to the store, shop yẹn pa. He locked the shop for a while and was telling everybody, I gave her only 500,000. Within 1 year, she's telling me the turnover is about 2.5 million. How come? Is it not the same business other people have? I did it before. I never made this much money, and stuff like that. That definitely maybe men were the one, bankrolling her, or maybe she was doing some juju underneath. So if a woman in such way, in that kind of a category, decide to be hiding a real profits and telling the man what the man wants to hear, do you think it is good? Like, can the home still function the way it's supposed to function? Can it still go ahead in a normal way?
So much, man. I like to start this way. I believe in that union, there is no transparency from inception. I believe in that union, there's no transparency from inception. Then, where there's no transparency, there's going to be problem. If you're my wife, I invested in her or I established her. Probably I gave her like, let's say, ₦1 million or 2 million naira. Definitely, I'll be expecting a turnover, and then I'll be expecting profit in all that she does. I can't just pray that, okay, I invested in her. That means mo ti ní ẹ̀mí burúkú kí iṣẹ́ yẹn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Now, if I established you, now I believe that transparency, you hold me transparency concerning that your business. Now, bóyá o délé ni, ọkọ mi, 10 naira, wọ́n gbé ọjà ìfún mi o, eléyìí bó ṣe lọ rèé. If that man is on the page of every of your deal and nothing is hidden from him, man, I don't see any reason why any man will doubt you. And I don't see any reason why any man will come in. Kilo Shembenye. And then the moment you insinuate or you emphasize that any ofema feel back on. Now, the best thing for you to do, open up gbogbo transactions me. Okay, mo supply ọjà 10 naira buy CB buy. Iye báyìí náà kó wá, nǹkan báyìí náà ṣe. I don't think that there will be problem. The transparency but is sonoma. There is a tendency for what? For problem, for issues like this to come up in a union. No man, I repeat, no man tí Ọlọ́run dá ló máa ronú pé ọ ló máa gbàdúrà pé ìyàwó mi kó má dáa fún ẹ. Àfẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé èṣù ti lo nǹkan tó dáa lára ẹ̀. Yes, God can bless anybody. Because of husband, God can bless wife. Because of wife, God can bless husband. Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan nínú ìyàwó léni, ògo ìyàwó wọn náà ń lò? What does it mean? and kí ni mo ń sọ kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ń lo ògo yẹn láti fi ìṣúra láti jẹ́ ènìyàn ó pọ̀ lára ìyàwó ju ọkùnrin lọ. Àwọn kan wà bíi fire extinguisher ni wọ́n. Tó bá rí ẹni tó wá ignite fire yìí ẹ̀ ìgbà mi Ọlọ́run máa ń fi sára obìnrin jọkùnrin lọ ìgbà mi Ọlọ́run máa ń fi sára ọkùnrin jọbìnrin lọ but anywhere tó bá ti wà tí understanding bá wà tí mutual drive bá wà transparency I don't think ọkọ mi wo business tán fi lọ mí wọ́n ní tí n bá ta ilé ní 30 naira mo máa jẹ èrè bíi 50 naira ṣé kí n ṣé kí n má ṣe. Ọkọ tó establish every phase of that business you must bring him to the page and face of the business so if anything comes up he will say okay mo wà nínú page yẹn ṣòwò ọjọ́ yẹn lọ́sàn ṣòwò ilé yẹn lọ́sàn yes I'm good to go with it that's just the fact. Thank you.
Thank you. Another question that I want to ask is, let's assume they have a joint account and then the business is progressing like that, and as the man established the woman. Now, if the man wants to give out money from their resources, from the joint account, do you think at least both of them should be able to tell each other before taking anything out of that account, or the man have the upper hand to spend it anytime because after all it was the one that established the woman? Do you understand the question?
All right, thank you so much. Because I established you and we are running this drive together, that doesn't give me license to spend the money anyhow. I need the consent of my wife. Even if it's not my money, if it's the money in my personal account, which is not joint account. I need the consent of my wife to take some decisions or to make some push out of my account or maybe to do whatever I'm to do. Not to talk about the account that binds us together. Now, there was a time I made a mistake. My joint account card, I run GT and then I have GTB joint account, I have personal. So I was somewhere one day, Moshe, I pulled that GT and then joined me. So bí mo ṣe kí káàdì yẹn bọ́bi tí mo ti fẹ́ náwó wọ́n ní wrong pin ìgbà tí mo débẹ̀ mo ti ra epo ní filling station so mo dẹ̀ ní láti sanwó. Me, I was thinking that it was my own car. So bí mo ṣe kí bọ̀ ìyàwó mi. Now the way I did it, I received SMS, email. She received SMS. And the SMS máa sáré wọlé ju email lọ. So èmi I decided to let her be receiving now. So tó bá ti rí ọjọ́ kan wá rí pé owó ti drop kí ló dé kí ni mo gbowó jọ o. Now bí mo ṣe I hold her explanation. Owó yẹn kì í ṣe owó mi. If you are a man, owó ẹ̀ kì í ṣe owó ẹ̀. If you're a woman, owó ẹ̀ kì í ṣe owó ẹ̀. Owó wa ni. Ṣẹ́rí tí a bá jọ ní drive yẹn láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó máa work out. So that day, I needed to tell her, mo ṣe mistake ni o, màá dáwó yẹn padà. Bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé mi ìwà dáwó yẹn padà at the end of the day. But more explained, and she knew it wasn't that way ironic. That alone solves the problem. Now, any money that is in your account to our account, man, you can't just pull it out without giving me explanation. It doesn't mean that you place value on me. If you place value on me, every of your decisions that you have to take, you carry me along. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So, um, because we have a joint account, I can't spend without letting my partner know, and my partner cannot spend without letting me know. What about joint houses, joint investments, especially houses that the man just go behind, add a tale, yeah, because tale, yeah, saying, we were married when we got it, or maybe they are no more or something like that, and the man decide to sell that house without the consent of the woman, or without even sharing with the woman, saying ṣebí èmi ni mò ń ṣiṣẹ́, forgetting that even though you were the one working, maybe it was even the woman that was monitoring the building and everything like that, that you didn't think, do you think it's appropriate, I mean, for a man, because in African culture, we see men as lord and lord over everything, that the woman shouldn't have a say in anything. So in that kind of a category, a kind of aspect, I mean, kind of a situation, do you think it's appropriate for the man to sell the house without consulting the wife, or even if they are no more together or they are still together? I don't care. Maybe, why, I mean, should the man do that? Is it appropriate for the man? And if that one happens, what do you think the woman should do?
Thank you, ma. In a situation like this, uh,
I don't
that
believe
the
that the
man is
man is
having the
having the
autonomy
autonomy
to
to
sell
sell
such
such
property.
property.
If at all
If
you
at
are
all
the
you are
one
the
that
one
owns
that
it,
owns it,
even if
even
it's
if it's
before
before
marriage,
marriage,
during the
during the
marriage,
marriage,
till the
till
time
the time
probably, I don't know
probably, I don't know
what can
what can
happen.
happen.
You don't
You
have the
don't have the
autonomy to
autonomy
sell
to
such
sell such
property.
property.
Now, are you
Are you
sure?
sure?
Tó bá
Tó
jẹ́
bá
pé
jẹ́
wọ́n
pé
ló ń
wọ́n ló ń
ṣiṣẹ́
ṣiṣẹ́
tó wọ́n ń
tó wọ́n ń
jáde,
jáde.
are you
Are
sure
you
pé kì í
sure pé
ṣe
kì í
torí
ṣe torí
obìnrin yẹn
obìnrin
lọ́lọ́run
yẹn
ṣe ń
lọ́lọ́run
ṣàánú
ṣe ń
fún ẹ̀
ṣàánú
tán
fún
ṣe
ẹ tán ṣe
sáàkẹ́?
sáàkẹ́?
Ẹ̀gbọ́n tí
Ẹ̀gbọ́n
Bible
tí
sọ ni
Bible
ó
sọ
ní
ni ó
torí
ní torí
Ábúráhámù la
Ábúráhámù
ṣe
la
dá
ṣe dá
Lọ́ọ̀tì.
Lọ́ọ̀tì.
Lọ́ọ̀tì ò
Lọ́ọ̀tì ò
relevant.
relevant.
Abraham
Abraham
làwọn èèyàn
làwọn
mọ̀,
èèyàn mọ̀.
but
But
èdìdí
èdìdí
jáde pé
jáde pé
orí ẹni
orí
la
ẹni
mà ṣe
la mà
fi
ṣe
ẹ́lẹ̀,
fi ẹ́lẹ̀.
àtorí nǹkan
Àtorí
ṣe
nǹkan
nǹkan
ṣe nǹkan
lọ́lọ́run.
lọ́lọ́run.
Now,
Now,
ṣẹ́rí sí
ṣẹ́rí sí
gbogbo
gbogbo
òye yìí.
òye yìí.
Now,
Now
that's why
that's
I
why I
love
love
the
the
theme
theme
of this
of this
program
program
tonight,
tonight.
to
To
keep
keep
a
a
home.
home.
And the
And the
definition of
definition of
keeping
keeping
is
is
owing.
owing.
You owe
You owe
somebody.
somebody.
What are you
What are
owing
you
me?
owing me?
You owe
You
me
owe
love.
me
You
love.
owe me
You owe me
explanation. You owe
explanation.
me
You owe
bond.
me
You
bond.
owe me
You owe me
attention.
attention.
Everything about
Everything
you,
about
from
you,
the
from
crown
the
of your
crown
head
of your
to
head
the
to
sole
the
of your
sole
feet,
of
you
your feet,
owe
you
me.
owe me.
Ma, I
Ma,
can't
I can't
imagine as
imagine
I
as
am now.
I am now.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I'm not being,
I'm
I'm not being
not being
partial.
partial.
Sorry, all
Sorry,
this
all this
surprise
surprise
package.
package.
Lọ́ọ̀ṣì kan,
Lọ́ọ̀ṣì kan,
mo lọ ń
mo lọ
kọ́lé,
ń kọ́lé,
ìyàwó mi ò
ìyàwó
mọ̀.
mi ò mọ̀.
Ìyàwó mi lọ
Ìyàwó
ń
mi lọ
kọ́lé,
ń kọ́lé,
mi ò mọ̀,
mi
ó
ò
lóun
mọ̀,
fẹ́
ó
fi ṣe
lóun fẹ́ fi ṣe
surprise
surprise
birthday fún mi.
birthday fún mi.
Màmá,
Màmá,
ah,
ah,
ẹ̀rọ ni.
ẹ̀rọ ni.
That means
That
pé
means pé
o ti
o ti
games kan ti
games
ń
kan
lọ
ti ń lọ
tí mi
tí
ò
mi
sí
ò
nínú
sí nínú
faith yẹn.
faith yẹn.
Ara àwọn
Ara
nǹkan
àwọn
tó dẹ̀
nǹkan
máa
tó
ń da
dẹ̀ máa
ilé
ń da
rú
ilé
nìyẹn.
rú nìyẹn.
Now,
Now,
ẹnìkan lọ ń ṣe
ẹnìkan ló
nǹkan
ń ṣe
lóúnjẹ,
nǹkan
ó
lóúnjẹ,
lọ
ó
ra
lọ
ilẹ̀,
ra
ó
ilẹ̀,
ra
ó
odidi
ra
ilẹ̀,
odidi
ó
ilẹ̀,
ṣe
ó ṣe
foundation.
foundation.
Ẹnìkan ó.
Ẹnìkan ó.
Now, I can't
I
just
can't just
imagine pé mo
imagine
lọ
pé
ra
mo
ilẹ̀
lọ ra
ilé
ilẹ̀
ìyàwó
ilé
mi ò
ìyàwó
mọ̀,
mi ò mọ̀,
ọmọ ń kọ́
ọmọ ń
ilé
kọ́ ilé,
ìyàwó mi ò
ìyàwó
mọ̀,
mi ò mọ̀,
mò ń
mo
kọ́kọ́
ń kọ́kọ́,
ọkọ
ìyá
mi ò
ọkọ
mọ̀.
mi ò mọ̀.
Myself, that's my
Myself,
own
that's my
personal
own personal
decision. I don't
decision. I
know.
don't know.
Every man
Every
is
man
what?
is what?
Entitled to his own
Entitled to his own
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
that's
own
my
belief.
own belief.
Some
Some
they do
they
that.
do that.
But me, I
But me, I
don't buy
don't
that
buy that
idea.
idea.
So what
So
am I
what am
trying
I
to
trying to
say?
say?
Inú
Inú
àwọn
àwọn
nǹkan yìí
nǹkan yìí
àwọn nǹkan tí ó ń bí àwọn wàhálà nínú ilé tí ilé fi ń dàrú ni bóyá o gba 10,000 salary òǹdọ́gbọ́n yọ 5 naira kó o jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ òǹdọ́gbọ́n yọ 2 naira owó dájọ́ kan good ìgbà tó bá máa gbowó yẹn tó kè owó mi rèé mò ń dájọ́ látọjọ́ yìí ó yá kí ni ká fi ṣe. So ilé tí ò bá ti sí transparency máa ìṣòro máa wá o ọlọ́run á ran ayé wa lọ́wọ́ o.
Amen. Amen. Okay. Now, we have spoken so much about the responsibilities of the man. Okay. Now, what do we call the duties of the woman or the responsibilities of the woman of the house? Thank you.
Hello, man. All right. According to the Bible, the Bible gave the woman the responsibility of submitting. But we're having a conception of that submission today. And taking submit to Pami, taking submit to Shemi. No. In that submission is only submission. Ọlọ́run bá ti bá yín bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ilé tí Ọlọ́run bá Alpha kò lè Omega ẹ̀. Tí Ọlọ́run bá ti jẹ́ ìpìlẹ̀, màmá kò sí nǹkan tí ẹ ò ní lè ṣe nínú marriage yìí. Issues máa wà. Ìgbéyàwó ilé tí Ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀, Ọlọ́run ló kọ́lé yẹn, èṣù wọbẹ̀. Now, torí pé kí ni ọkùnrin fail. Number 2, obìnrin náà fail. Now, kí làwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí obìnrin máa ṣe? The Bible said in the book of Proverbs, if you read that proverb, ó ní pé obìnrin tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. If you read 24:34, only will keep and build a home. Now, who is the builder? Now, tí ẹ bá wo Hebrews 3:4. I love that Bible passage when I was preparing for this teaching. It said, for every house is built by someone, but God is the builder of everything. Èèyàn kan ló máa wà ń bẹ̀. This is the era that you don't see God, you see God through man. So a woman, the responsibility is to build. We use it simultaneously with the word keeping. Now, when you are a builder, number one thing you have to have access to, if you don't want to build a structure that will fall tomorrow and kill the whole people in that building, is to get the master plan and build according to prescription and specification. Má lo nǹkan kékeré níbi tó ti yẹ kó lo nǹkan ńlá. Ìgbọràn bí gbogbo ẹ ṣe lọ máa ṣe lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Initially ó lè má take shape, but it's a matter of time. That's where persistency comes. Ó máa take shape ní ọjọ́ kan. Now, mo ní woman kan ó ní issue nínú marriage torí kò lè dúró. Nígbà àdìníṣà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún gbalẹ̀ kí ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún ṣe onírúurú nǹkan bla 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 bla. Ẹ jọ ṣé mi ò ti máa sọ Yorùbá jù o?
No, it's okay.
All right. Toró ní àwọn oríṣiríṣi ìdojúkọ. Ó wá dẹ̀ tó ń yalé káàkiri. She now complicated her issue. The Bible says, woe to them that go down to Egypt to seek for help. Ẹni obìnrin tí ò bá lè take responsibility láti dúró. Ìforítì, ìtẹ́lọ́rùn, má kẹ́gbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́. I was watching something online 2 days ago. ẹnìkan right ó ní ẹni ó ní àwọn tí wọ́n bá wá sọ pé ọkọ mi ó ra indomie imported fún mi Indonesia ló ti ra shawarma ẹ̀ wá California ló ti ra pizza yẹn dé ìyá ilé wọn ẹ̀wà alágbàdo náà ń jẹ ń bẹ̀ wọn ò rí nǹkan kan jẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ torí eléwọn wọ́n ti kó ṣáàjò sí wọn lórí. Now obìnrin number one you are a builder. Obìnrin must be industrious obìnrin nínú ilé ọkùnrin máa ní drive lórí ẹ pé tí n bá invest lórí obìnrin mi ò ní ṣọ́ọ̀tù kò fẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣòwò ṣọ́ọ̀tì láyé o. Àwọn obìnrin kan wà they are industrious they are not lazy. God hates laziness. And also you have to be generous in all that you do. As a woman, giving, submission, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá lọ. Self-control. Obìnrin ní ìdí ẹ̀ mà. Sọ́rí mi ẹ má bínú ẹ má ní mú gbèsè yí ọkùnrin nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí o. Gbogbo ọkùnrin ló ní shoulder pad tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà míì wọ́n á fẹ́ lọ. Ntíyàwó ẹ bá sọ kò gbọ́. Now, wọ́n máa wò pé jẹ́ kí n wò bóyá obìnrin máa fún mi lé. But obìnrin tó bá ní wisdom and understanding, ó lè pe ọkùnrin yẹn. Níbẹ̀ yẹn wàá tún máa wò ó lè máa sọ̀rọ̀. You can just say dákẹ́ kó walk away bóyá tó bá di later. You can just say Bọ́lájí ṣé o mọ̀ pé nǹkan kò ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Ó pé kíní yẹn ní red but white ni. But because you are my uncle, mi ò ní lè máa bá ẹ ṣe anything man. But ìsìn ṣẹ́rí ọkùnrin yẹn kankan wà tá à ń pè ní conscience. Ó máa ń na àwọn ọkùnrin bọ ìwà àwọn obìnrin tí ò ní sùúrù kò kí ń jẹ́ kó hàn lára wa pé conscience ń na ọkùnrin. Ẹ kàn lè rọ́kùnrin akọ̀kà tó ń bẹ̀. Conscience ń nà lọ́wọ́ òtún ṣe nǹkan kan. But ìwà obìnrin àwọn tó ní àwọn ìtara ìgbóná kankan yẹn ó máa ń jẹ́ kọkùnrin ní nǹkan ìyà ìpadà kan pé gbàgbé ẹ̀. You have to have self-control. Obìnrin tó jẹ́ kó lè fi sílé ibi tó bá fi sí ló máa bá. Ó ti dàgbòrò rú cause trouble obìnrin. Ó ní sùúrù. No good character, no good attitude. Ó lè rorò láti bí ìlọsọjọ kó lọ rojọ́. Òun láti jẹ́ obìnrin tó ní ìwà tó ṣe mú yangàn tí wọ́n á ní ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé obìnrin tó bá dáa ó ń gbé ògo fún ọkọ ẹ̀ ní accolade lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀. Láyé ìsìn ayé ti bàjẹ́ obìnrin tó bá tó rìnrìnkùnrin ọkọ ẹ̀ máa ń sọ òkòlù. Ayé ti bàjẹ́. Now obìnrin ó gbọ́dọ̀ jobìnrin tó ní respect. Màmá gbogbo ọkùnrin fẹ́ respect o. Olówó jù mí lọ o, olọ́lá jù mí lọ o, onípò jù mí lọ o. Olásẹ̀sì ṣáwàmá jù mí lọ o. Ọkùnrin fẹ́ respect. Ọwọ́ wọ́n ní ìyá àgbà Sẹ́rà títí ó máa ń pe bàbá Olúwa mi o. Civilization lẹ́ni ó ti gba gbogbo ẹ̀rú. Ọwọ́ respect. Ọkùnrin fẹ́. Màmá kò sí obìnrin tó bá fún yín ní ọ̀wọ̀. Ọ̀wọ̀ lè gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ yín. Ọ̀wọ̀ lè sọ yín di ọ̀dẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ẹ ti ṣe nǹkan tí ẹ ò fẹ́ ṣe ẹ wà máa ọmọ ti fi búrẹ́dì kó mi lómi ọbẹ̀ lọ. Tó bá ti lọ wà káwọn pé wo ó jẹ́ lọ nìyẹn nọ́mbà ẹ ló jáde. Respect. Tí ẹ bá wá róbìnrin tó jẹ́ pé ẹ rí pé gbogbo ìran yín ló ń bá yín gbé. A visionary. That's a good woman. The last one, ó ní
ó ní
ìfẹ́
ìfẹ́
nínú
nínú
gbogbo
gbogbo
nǹkan tó bá
nǹkan
ń
tó
ṣe.
bá ń ṣe.
Ẹ máa
Ẹ
rí
máa
pé
rí pé
ìfẹ́ wà ń
ìfẹ́
bẹ.
wà ń bẹ.
God
God
bless you.
bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen. Ó dà pé ṣáà ní kọ́ tẹ̀ báyìí. Ṣé ẹ máa ní time? Are you going to have time for us another time? mm,
By the
By the
grace of
grace of
God,
God,
God
God
will help
will help
us.
us.
Amen. I'm thinking about next week, Thursday, by God's grace. I hope your schedule is free. I still have some questions. Then I want people to ask questions so that next week they should be prepared to ask their questions. I have a ton of questions for you. Then we have not even spoken about the responsibility of the children, and we have not spoken about the responsibility of the extended family also. So um, I will have to push it till next week because we wasted a little time before we were able to connect. But next week, I think it's going to get better. It's going to be better than today. So thank you, sir. Pastor Busari, Pastor Bolaji Busari have been speaking with us about keeping a home. So we shouldn't make mistakes about home and house. Ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn o. So if you have missed some part of the interview, or let me like the talk, you can start from the beginning. Maybe after the show, it will be on the YouTube. I'm not going to delete it. Even the ones you have on Facebook, you will still see them. You can upload them to YouTube. So I don't need to put this one to YouTube. What I just need to do is to post it on Facebook so that people can watch through the Facebook. Pastor Bolaji Busari, thank you so very much for having us tonight. Thank you. Despite all the schedule, the tight schedule, the hiccup of the internet and everything, we were able to do it today. Thank you so very much, sir. I'm really grateful.
Glory be to
Glory be to
God.
God.
Amen. Thank you. Next week by
Thank you. Good
8:30
Thank you. Good
having you.
having you.
hmm, by 8:30 Nigerian time, we'll do a
Thank you so
program.
Thank you
much.
so
God
much.
bless
God
you,
bless you,
everyone. You are
everyone. You
blessed
are
in
blessed in
Jesus' name.
Jesus' name.
Thank you, sir. God
Have a
bless
Have a
you.
blessed day
blessed day
where you are
where you are
listening and
listening and
watching us.
watching
You
us.
too, sir. You too.
Thank you.
Johnny, God bless. Good night, sir. You can go. Yes, sir. Okay, so my people, um, thank you so very much for joining tonight. But share enough. Share. I was able to share on my page so that you can share for people to see. Because each time I try to share, it keeps logging me off. So I don't want to miss him tonight because we have missed him before. So that's why I couldn't keep going back and forth on Facebook. So next week, Thursday, by God's grace, we will be back for a part two. If you have any question, please come with your questions. Invite as many people as you can. And even the one we did today, you can send to people to watch. They will see it when they have watched it. And another thing is everybody that have come online now, I can see so many names that I know, and the ones I don't know, like Keke, I keep saying it's in Keke, but I don't know who Keke is. Can you write your name so that we can see? El Nino, please take note. Um, I hope we are all on Facebook so that we can get your numbers and everything. Thank you so very much, everybody. And another thing I want to add, because I said our anniversary is coming on the 1st of December, it's going to be marathon, oh, prepare, oh, and there's going to be tons of gifts to win. So, Ọlọ́run aṣọ́ wa jù gbà yẹn lọ. Thursday the 30th, we are going to do our normal program at 8:30. But on Friday, which is going to be December 1st, is going to be longer than usual. And we are going to be like 2 or 3 people to anchor the program for the day. There'll be a lot of questions. Come with your question. Any question you want to ask us about the group, about we ourselves, come and ask us. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about questions that will benefit us, that will open our eyes to so many goodies. That's what we want. Please. Thank you, everybody. Then another thing is Mondays, we are always advertising what we sell. Today, I would have done some little adverts, but I couldn't because I didn't want to waste Pastor Bolaji's time, and at the same time I didn't want to waste your time because the network, and then we don't know what will happen according to what happened last week. So please, then another thing is, if you have stories you want to tell us or you want us to share with people, please tell us. Let's know what is going on. Àwa nìkan kọ́ la experience. Some people are there, some are not even up to my age. Experience tán ní ojú tèmi lọ. So let's know what has been going on. And please, if you are, when you have victories new, that maybe you have somebody's stories, and before you tell us anybody's stories, that the person will now find out that you have told us about his or her story, make sure you are close with the person and you seek the person's permission and consent before you tell their story. If you want to tell us behind, we will tell the whole world about it, or you want to come on to share with us, you're free. We will bring you up, you talk with us, and if you want us to ask you questions, we will ask you questions. We have a lot of things coming up very soon. Stay tuned. Thank you so very much. As you have come today, I really appreciate you because I know it's not your usual place. I know we used to have more people, on Facebook, but because of YouTube, and then ẹ ṣáà lọ sí YouTube lọ ṣe oríṣiríṣi, please now, share, let people know. And then this one o, à ń ta ni o, ẹ wá bá wa ra ń ta o. I'm not used to because I've been doing this for a long time, but because people know that I do it, so I just feel these days I just feel I should be able to like let people know more and more about it. And this and ta and run and we make and sell like ready made, and then we sell fabrics in case you don't want to buy. Even if you're a tailor, you're a seamstress, you want to buy and sew by yourself, fine, you're free. Anywhere in the world, we can ship, we can send. We have our phone number, +1 215 501 4151, +1 215 501 4151. Let me repeat again, +1 215 501 4151. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Thank you. God bless you. Oluwabi is still my name, or Abid Busi, and it's being brought to you by Thoughtful Events. We'll see you on Facebook when you. We should. Okay. Um. Okay. Do you want us to talk about what she said now, or we'll talk after the show? Right, El Nino. Thank you so very much, everybody. Go to El Nino's if El Nino writes your name anyway, you know how we do it, how we run it. You go into his DM and give him your number. If he runs, if he writes your name, if you're among the people. So thank you so very much. God bless you. And if you want to partner with us, you want to bless us for this first year anniversary, come. You want some particular people you want to bless. If you don't want them to know you are the one blessing them, we can keep it cool. We won't let them know. Or you just want to bless anybody, you want to throw it open, come talk to us in our inbox. And please be mindful of who is not the admin. If he's not an admin, don't send them anything. I know they, my hand no deal. But if they are the admins, then you can talk to them and let me know again that you have spoken to so person. That's why I have those numbers there. That's why I said the number I put up, you can like send me a regular text or WhatsApp. So strictly business, please. Thank you so much. The number again is +1 2 1 5 5 0 1 4 1 5 1 +1 2 1 5 5 0 1 4 1 5 1. Thank you. We are meeting on Monday by God's grace to advertise our goods. Ọdún tí ń bọ̀, people must buy. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ rajà pẹ̀lú wa. Ní jàlè. Àbí? The Lord said He will bless the work of our hands. So that's why we have to keep advertising what we are selling, what we are doing, so that it can bless us the more, because we don't know when our real deal customer, our real deal helper is coming. So we won't relent. We will keep talking and talking and talking. Thank you once again. I love you all. God bless you. Amen.